All right, guys, it's been a day or two now that I've had the hydraulic press in the shop, and I've had a chance to play with it, and I'm just super thrilled with it. For me, the price slash tonnage value here is just hard to beat. You know, I think brand new these things are listing for around 3,500. It's a 24-ton machine. It moves fairly quickly, and it has a really nice quick change die system, and the dies are ridiculously easy to make, especially if you have any kind of a welder that will stick, you know, 3/8 inch steel together. You can make dies pretty quickly. I'm just really happy with the machine. It seems very robust. I know of instances where this machine or this type of machine is in use in a heavily utilized blacksmith shop, and it's just it just keeps going. They're not having problems with it. So with my intermittent use that this press will get in my small shop, I think this was a very good value. Again, that's my opinion. I'm not trying to put down any other press manufacturer out there, but when you go shop around for presses in the 24, 25 ton range, for me, price versus tonnage, again, this is a clear forerunner right now. It's hard to justify paying almost, it's hard for me to justify paying a lot more for similar tonnage, and maybe just a slight, just a little more speed. I don't know. I mean, this thing moves pretty quickly. So, you know, with that said, for me, this was the clear choice. Again, I bought this press used secondhand. It's had about a year's worth of use on it, and even then it wasn't used that much. I got a bunch of dies with it, and I've already started making my own dies for this machine. It's pretty easy. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've made over here so far. I've started making some 5/8 2-inch wide fuller dies, and I have chosen to reinforce these dies with a 1/2 inch base plate on top of the 3/8 inch, just for strength, because I found out while working with the press yesterday that if you work material too cold, the material might stop moving, but then other things may not. So I kind of bowed these die plates here out, and so that was a learning experience, and you know, that's just how it goes. But didn't damage the press at all. Wasn't that big of a deal to get them back out. I just learned real quick, you know, when the material's not hot, don't squish it, because that press will make other things move. So again, here's just a couple of simple die plates I made. And then I'm working on another set here. This is 1 inch round for a little bit wider, fuller. These will primarily be used in hammer making. But you can see it's very simple. I just took a 4-inch wide, 3/8 thick flat bar, cut to about 8 inches. I put a 4-inch square piece of 1/2 inch plate, and then I have 2-inch 3/8 bar. Or no, that's 2-inch 1/2 inch bar, square bar, and then I've got my die shape sitting on top of that, and so I just weld all that together, and that becomes a new die. So again, really happy with this press. I just don't have at this point. I just don't have anything negative to say about it at all. I mean, I'm just super happy with this press, and I think it's a great value, and I would encourage anybody else that's out there that's looking for a hydraulic press. I mean, give these guys a chance, you know, check them out, see what you think. In my research, when I was looking around for these presses, I talked to about 5 or 6 people that own these presses, and I only spoke with one person that had really anything negative to say. And I think their primary concern was they were upgrading some parts on their press. They were changing some things out for some reason. I don't know why, but I think they had some issues with that. But now they have it. They do have that press up and running, and I think it's working fine for them. But again, sure, are there better presses out there? I'm sure there are. I don't have experience with those. This is the one I have experience with. I have worked with this machine before I owned one in a few places, and so for me, it was the clear winner. And one other thing, I'll just throw this out there for whatever this worth, for what this is worth. A lot of people will hate on the show Forged in Fire, and if you know me, you know that I was a contestant on the show, and they have these presses in their shop, and of course they're getting used on a weekly basis, not only by the contestants, but by Dave Baker and some other people that are using the shop to build things, and so they chose that machine. I don't know if it was a marketing decision, if Uncle Al gave them a discount or whatnot, but the bottom line is you can watch these machines in action on the TV show, every week, and you can kind of get a sense that, hey, they work. They do what they're supposed to do. So anyway, for whatever that's worth, I just thought I'd throw that out there. So if you have any questions about the press, just shoot them here below in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks a bunch. Bye.